Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller has zeroed in on President Trump's dealings with Deutsche Bank. A Bloomberg source says Mueller issued a subpoena several weeks ago demanding documents on the president and his family and their relationship to Deutsche Bank. For more, let's bring in Bloomberg Congress editor Joe Sobczyk in Washington. Joe, Deutsche Bank and Trump's relationship with Deutsche Bank has been the subject of a lot of queries before, but this is really the first time we've heard Robert Mueller and the possibility of a subpoena, because there's still a question of was there or was there not, right?
Well, somewhat. It's not just Bloomberg, but other news organizations have reported that there's been a subpoena for the records, which would be something of an expansion of the Mueller investigation into the president's business dealings before he was a candidate. Deutsche Bank was one of the few big banks that have been willing to do business with President Trump, and I think he has something like $300 million in loans outstanding to them. But I should point out that the president's personal lawyer, John Dowd, has said that there is no subpoena, but he doesn't say what basis that is, that he's making that statement. It is clear that Mueller is going beyond just the election and looking into what other connections there might be.
And how damaging is this new piece of information, Joe?
Well, it really depends on what's shown and what they find. It is another chink in the armor, in Trump's armor, in terms of this investigation. It is also, he had once said that investigation into his finances or his family was what he called a red line. Now, how he responds to that will be seen, I guess, in the days and weeks ahead. But it is something that's going to give Trump's critics and his opponents more ammunition as they try to going into the political season.
Joe, I want to ask about these negotiations taking place on hopefully getting one final version on the tax bill. I mean, this changes day to day. Where are we and where do things stand?
Well, the Senate has yet to appoint the members of the conference committee. That's the joint committee of the House and Senate that will hash out the differences. But there are most of the negotiations are going to be between leadership of both chambers. One of the big sticking points right now is the AMT provision that was left in the Senate bill and added in late in the process, which would assess the alternative minimum tax on corporations. It was in existence beforehand, but captured fairly few. This version of it, however, will capture more, and analysts say that it will be particularly hard hit with the tech companies, which maybe have something to do with the way the stocks have been falling in that sector.